Hello, Your Grace.
Zen, I don't think formalities are necessary between us at this point. It's been some time since your last visit. Please, have a seat.
Thank you.
What brings you by?
Unfortunately, I am not here on a social call. A discovery has been made, and there is a darkness encroaching upon the land. It's something I haven't seen in ages. I feel it's necessary to call a meeting of all of the leaders of the realms so that we can face this threat together.
I assume you are requesting my attendance at this meeting?
I am, and I was also hoping that you would be willing to host.
Well, it's about time I've met the leaders of this realm. I'd be honored to host this meeting, and I think you know that I have the room.
god, I'm so underprepared. Zen is gonna kill me for being late. What time is the thing supposed to be at? I think it's supposed to be at like 12 a.m. I don't know what to say. I kind of got some chills. It's like, I haven't felt easy about this ever since that day a week ago when we went on that mining expedition. Something just doesn't feel right.
Felix?
Ah!
Is everything all right?
Hi, Zen.
Didn't mean to startle you there. I'm sorry.
No, it's all good. I don't know. I kind of got lost in my own head there for a second.
Well, seems like you have a lot on your mind. Are you nervous for the summit? Or is this about what happened in the cave?
Honestly, I honestly don't know. I don't entirely understand it myself. I've never been to one of these summits before. I hope I'm dressed appropriately. I guess I'm dressed in battle armor, but I hope I'm dressed appropriately. And I don't know, but I don't think that's it. I just haven't been able to shake this feeling, ever since the cave. It's kind of weird.
I see. I think I can empathize. Why don't we head to the summit and we can talk about it along the way if you'd like to. We don't want to be late, right?
Yeah. I was just saying, I was going to be late and you were going to kill me.
That's why I'm here, making sure you follow through. There must be a lot of things going through your head. Fear and anxiety are very rational reactions when one is presented with something unfathomable. Nothing invites fear like the unknown.
I want to say that's definitely part of it, but I feel like, I don't know, there's something more to it.
Something more? Like what happened in the cave?
Yeah, like ever since that day, I've been kind of having like frequent headaches. My thoughts have been racing a lot of the time, and I've been feeling like this constant sense of unease as I see a pigment coming toward us. No, he literally just came out of the shadows. I thought it was somebody. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I don't know. I've just been like so scatter-minded ever since the time in the cave.
Is that what happened to you there? I've been meaning to ask. It seemed like you suddenly became distressed or something and panicked. That was very uncharacteristic of you. And I was wondering if maybe your fear overwhelmed you.
I mean, that's when it started, but that wasn't it. It was more like I was hearing a voice in my head. Like, many voices, actually. It was pretty overwhelming. But it seemed like one stood out from the rest, and I can't figure out why.
Wait, you said you heard voices?
Yeah, didn't you guys hear them too?
Not at all.
Jeez,
No.
You probably think I'm crazy.
Well, I know that fear can sometimes make our minds do weird things and panic. It can cause panic, and I guess it could cause you to hear voices. I guess it could also provide some insight into your subconscious. Maybe your mind is trying to tell you something. Do you remember if those voices said anything?
Yeah, it was pretty overwhelming. It was like it was a lot of whispers, and they just kept on growing louder and louder. I know that I can remember them saying something along the lines of like, to get out. It was almost like they were trying to warn me. But it didn't feel like that. It felt like they were just trying to like make my head explode.
Well, it makes more sense now as to why you were holding your ears. It sounds just like a classic anxiety attack, and I wouldn't think too much about it. I know that the skulk blocks do amplify fear.
That makes sense, I guess. What did you call that stuff? Skulk blocks?
Yeah, skulk.
Did you name that yourself?
No.
How do you know?
Let's save that for later. I have a feeling that I'll be explaining everything very soon.
All right.
It looks like we've arrived at the portal, so we should try and get there and meet up with everyone else.
Yeah.
So
Oh.
just have to come over here a little bit, it looks like.
Yo. That's epic. Whoa, this is bigger than I thought it was.
Hope Alec doesn't mind that I'm trampling his gardens.
Zen, who is this guy again? Because that's a big house over there.
It's my friend Alec of Altera.
Interesting.
Are you ready to go to the summit?
Yeah. Let's do this.
Stay on your best behavior.
I'll be good, don't worry.
Don't see anyone else behind you.
Oh, Jesus, that's bigger than I thought it was. Like, what? I thought it was just the... I only saw the side. What the heck is this?
It's Alec's palace. I thought that this would be a good neutral ground for us to meet, and obviously he has the room to spare.
Obviously? Like, yo! I'm in awe. This makes my castle look... This makes the castle look like kids play. Jesus, how long did this take him?
You'll have to ask him that yourself.
Oh yeah, I'd love to meet him. I'm sure I can get some great inspiration for the castle from here.
Well, I know we're late, so hopefully I can remember the way to the reception that he had planned.
Yo, these banners. This is absolutely insane.
Yeah, so I think if we just go straight on through the hallway here, we can... Is it?
Oh.
Yes, this way. I don't know if...
Should we see if that
I was
person's
going to say, maybe
lost?
we should see if hello?
Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Ruby? Yo,
Hello.
Ruby!
Hi. I was trying to
Hi.
find my way around here, but I have no idea where I am going.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
this
seemed
place is
a little lost.
Huge.
Well, follow us. I think I can get us there. I hope.
That's why I was walking around kind of like, is there anyone here I can ask?
Yeah, the guards are pretty stoic. They don't respond unless you're a threat.
Oh, that's... Okay, that's good to know.
So I believe this is where Alec had set up the reception for us.
A reception? Fancy. As if the rest of this wasn't already overwhelmingly fancy.
Ah. Then, Felix. Glad you could join us.
Alec,
You brought another person.
Hello.
this is Ruby. Ruby, this is Alec of Altera.
Hi, Ruby.
Hello.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Did you guys get here okay?
We did.
Yeah.
We had a little adventure coming through the Nether, but we made it.
Good. I have been getting to know your friends here. We have been touring the palace.
Excellent.
Right. And if you all show me, we can get the summit started.
Sure. I'm just going to grab a quick piece of cake because I can never pass up cake.
Felix, do you want anything?
I'm good. Thanks. Sir? Aveuss.
Felix, the guy. How you doing?
Good, and you?
I'm good. I'm wondering what the summit's about.
No, you and I both.
Alright, if you're all ready, you may follow me.
All right. It's been a while since I've done one of these.
This is insane. The architecture's amazing.
Thank you.
Mr. Alex, sir, how long did this take you to build? Because this is amazing.
Years. It is actually replicated from the land I'm from. But thank you for inquiring.
Ah, yeah, amazing job.
Welcome to the Kingdom's Hall, or as we casually refer to it, the United Nations. The seats around this room are all for you. Two have been claimed already, but feel free to claim all the available seats. Find one, and we will get started soon. Thank you all for coming. I built this hall with the intention of solving disputes in Hiraeth. My family had to flee our former lands of Altera due to constant warring. I do not wish for the same to happen here. And without further ado, I hereby declare the start of the first Hiraeth Summit in over 1,000 years. As per the traditions of old, we shall begin with a roll call of all sitting members. Aveuss.
Yeah.
ChirpyDragon.
Here.
Dapper Demeter.
Here.
Invicta Felix.
Here.
RubyKris.
Here.
Naylorious.
Here.
I am Monster 02 West, or Alec of Altera, ruler of House Palladian, and the host of this summit. I'll be serving as a mediator of discussion to provide fairness and in the hopes of a good delegation. Then this Aveuss. The floor is yours.
Thank you, Alec. Thank you all for coming.
Hey, what's this all about, Zen? Haven't we waited long enough? Why are we here?
I can assure you all that this is quite urgent. Ladies and gentlemen, the other day, Bastavar, my familiar, detected a presence of a very dark force closing in on Hiraeth. In response to this, I requested the assistance of Felix and Ruby in determining the identity and validity of this darkness, after which we confirmed the threat is in fact grave and upon us. It is known as the Deep Dark. This force brings with it blocks that consume everything in their path and are even capable of summoning monstrous beings of unparalleled strength. This is unlike any threat that Hiraeth has ever faced before, and we were very fortunate to survive. I have vast knowledge of this because, unfortunately, this is not my first encounter with the Deep Dark.
Huh?
Why wait to mention it now?
Dude,
So confusing.
As many of you know, I have long been a traveler of the multiverse. I've been to many, many very distant lands and seen much. But only in one world did I encounter the Deep Dark. It appeared one day in the dark recesses of a mining quarry. The people were perplexed at first. Scientists were enamored at the endless possibilities of the new discovery. But this dream very quickly became a nightmare. Creatures emerged from the cavern, attacking anything that made so much as a sound. With every life taken, the skulk blocks expanded from the caverns more and more. By the point it was at surface level, the war was lost before it had even begun. We tried combating these beings in an attempt to save our kingdom, but fighting was futile. It didn't matter who would slay who. The more lives were lost on either side of the battle, the more the skulk would grow, until it took every life in the land. People, animals, and mobs alike. Before long, the skulk plague had spread and consumed the entire area, until there was nothing left but darkness. In order to survive, I was forced to flee into the multiverse and have been traveling from world to world ever since. It has been thousands of years since I last encountered the Deep Dark. And quite frankly, I wished I would never find it again. But now, there is no question. This force has returned here beneath the surface of Hiraeth. I say this not to cause panic, but to prepare you so that we may hopefully prevent Hiraeth from falling into the same fate as my world. And based on my knowledge, this new biome, in theory, is containable. We act now before it is too late. The Deep Dark is generally found deep underground, as its name suggests, and is very dimly lit, if at all. You will know that you have found the deep dark by the large patches of skulk surrounded by skulk veins. There may also be sensors, shriekers, and catalysts growing out of the skulk. The skulk sensors are sentries that can listen for sound and alert nearby shriekers. Catalysts gather up the experience of any nearby deaths to expand the domain by growing more skulk. The shriekers are the most notable of the skulk blocks, as they will announce any intruders by releasing a bone-chilling screech. That screech echoes throughout the caverns. Though it may take a few alarms to sound, each call into the dark brings great danger with it.
Zen, about those deep dark beings you mentioned that invaded your home world, what are they like? Can we fight them?
Yes, Chirpy, I was about to get to that. I do not know how deep dark may differ from world to world, but based on our previous venture into the caverns, I can confirm the presence of at least one entity. Ruby, could you explain what you saw before we escaped the cavern that day?
Well, I remember we were walking, and all of a sudden it was just this deafening sound. It came from one of the more bizarre-looking blocks that you call the skulk block, I believe?
Yes.
Then it just looked like we were consumed by darkness. The shadows came over us within the cave. It was like we were blind, but it was different. It wasn't my eyes. It was more like just dark. I don't know how to describe it. When the sound sort of subsided, everything went quiet for just a second, almost like we were standing in a graveyard. And then I heard the ground break and an odd clicking sound. I only saw something moving directly in front of us, but the darkness prevented me from actually seeing any detail of it. Whatever it was, I'd never felt so much terror, fear come over me. It was overwhelming. We escaped before whatever it was could break out of the skulk blocks.
Thank you for sharing, Ruby. Felix, do you have anything to add?
Huh? Yeah, I felt the same thing.
Now that I have confirmed we all experienced the same effect, I have no doubt. The blindness Ruby was referring to as the darkness effect is associated as a creature known only as the Warden. Among all the creatures that emerged from the deep dark, there was none more gruesome, feared, or lethal as the Warden. It claimed the lives of so many in my world, and not a single person who saw it lived to tell the tale. From the information we've gathered, its appearance is heralded by a shriek and the darkness Ruby described earlier. If we ever heard that sound, followed not long after, emerging from the ground below, it will hunt you primarily based on sound and smell. Those who survived the longest were those who were the stealthiest among us, but even they would sooner or later fall victim to the Warden.
Your soldiers use netherite armor and tools to combat it?
Yes, but we discovered that netherite armor had no effect. It broke through it with ease.
Fire, explosives.
Chirpy, from the reports that I saw, it is said to be immune to fire, and its resistance exceeds that of a dragon.
On your world that you said you claim you found these on, did anyone successfully kill one before?
No, not that I know of.
Based on everything you said, is there really any chance of containing this threat? Especially such a powerful adversary? Is there any hope for Hiraeth?
Statistically, the odds of success are very low. But after all this time, I've spent centuries contemplating scenario after scenario. Things I could have done differently, ways I could have potentially saved my home. I refuse to let it happen again. Everyone, I propose forming an alliance. I've come to know some of you, others not so much, and even among you, some may feel negatively towards others. But here and now, we are facing a threat that will consume our world. If we want any chance, we must stow our fears and unite to slay the Warden. and contain this deep dark before it grows any further.
For the request of them to subdue Hiraeth, we shall begin the process of Aveuss to establish an arrangement. However, given the amount of information we just heard, I think it's best that we take some time to contemplate the process and before voting. I think we shall take a 12-minute recess and then return here after to begin the vote. Is everyone understood?
Yeah.
Understood.
I agree.
Yes. Thank you, Alec.
Thank you. All welcome to use any of the rooms on this side of the palace, as well as the gardens outside to discuss.
What a mess.
What do you make of this?
I'm not sure. Our people prophesied to build walls of light long ago, which we
Felix.
Aveuss. Dude,
This news.
that's a lot to take in. Like I thought it looked terrifying before, but now I can't even begin to process what the heck's happening.
I can't imagine how hard this is. I'm not sure what to even think of this. My brain just isn't processing it, sort of. What do you think?
I'm honestly, I think I'm personally for this alliance. I think that if we're gonna die either way, we might as well go down fighting, right?
I agree. Yeah, I definitely see what you mean. I think I see both sides of it in some form or another. I don't know. I'm gonna have to see. I'm gonna have to have a think on it, I think.
Honestly, like after being there myself, I was telling Zen this earlier. I haven't really been able to, like, I felt tense ever since I left that cave. I think Ruby can understand that feeling too. It's just like it was like we entered a different world, but it wasn't a world. It was more like a nightmare. There was no way out.
If it's truly how you say it is, I think there's only one real option.
Yeah, we have to fight.
We have to try our best.
Let's see if we can't find any of the others. Because all these are new people to me. Do you know any of them? Well, except for Chirpy, and I have met that Dimmy person before.
I've met Chirpy before. I've met Ruby before, but all of them are new for me.
Let's see if we can't catch up to Ruby.
Yeah, let's have a look.
Hello.
Ruby! Yeah, let me introduce you over here to my friend Aveuss. We went mining once,
Hello.
and he heard firsthand my fear of the creepers.
Oh, yes.
Wow, it's something you have to hear in person to really realize how bad it is.
Oh no, Ruby and we have experience. We went disc hunting once, and
yeah,
boy,
never again.
Never again. I think that machine has been retired because there's a new path that goes to the theater that was kind of built over it, but never again.
Good. Yeah, never again. I will never do that again. I don't want to go near any more creepers.
Ruby, how are you feeling about all of this?
I'm managing. I didn't really realize this was so serious.
Yeah,
I just thought, yeah, especially because I know I had kind of yelled at Zen because I knew he was hiding something, but I guess I didn't know it was going to be like this. I thought it would just be, I don't know, something easy to fix, not
an apocalypse.
So,
This is far from easy, absolutely.
Yeah, he was hesitant to tell me as well. I was talking to him earlier and I asked him, but he said it was better to wait till the meeting, and now I think I understand why. This is pretty heavy stuff.
I don't think we could have gotten that news just
any other way.
Yeah, having everyone here kind of together to discuss it is the best.
Doesn't exactly work in a letter,
Yeah, agreed. Honestly, I'm gonna curtail here for a bit, wander around the palace, because it was just fantastic. I want to see the architecture a bit more, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely, I agree.
I'll see you guys back in there.
I'll see you back
Okay.
in there, Felix.
I'll see you back in there.
A proper leader?
Conditions.
That works.
Conditions. Oh. Let's head this way.
I was just thinking the same.
Alright. Time to check out some of this sick architecture. No, yeah, this is some pretty impressive work over here. I'm not gonna lie. Honestly, I just wanted to stop talking about that too. It just seems so overwhelming.
Felix.
What? Hello? Hello?
Felix, we need to go.
Is someone there? Hello? Hello? Someone down here? Hey, this isn't funny. Is it one of you two? This is not funny. Is someone up there?
It's no use.
What do you mean it's no use? It's no use looking for you? Is someone up there? Hello?
No matter what happens, keep going.
Are you hiding back here? Hello? What the? What the?
It's coming. We need to get out of here. Now.
What? Oh shit! Is that
You need to run, Felix. Run!
the hell? Oh jeez! Close the door! Close the door!
Felix, we need to go.
What the hell was that? Oh Jesus! Oh Jesus! What the hell was that? Oh God! What the hell is happening? What the? What? Get me out of here! Get me out!
It's no use.
What do you mean it's no use? What are you talking about?
We lose no matter what we do. It's hopeless.
Get me out of here! Get me out of here! Get me! Oh Jesus! Get me out of here! Get me out of here! Get me out of here! What the?
Don't
Get
you
me.
go die doing something stupid.
Help! 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 Somebody help! Somebody help! Oh, I can't see anything. What the hell is happening? Somebody help, please! Oh Jesus Christ! Help! Help! Somebody help! Oh my God! Help! Help! What is happening? Somebody help! Oh my God!
Felix?
Felix?
Guys, there was something over there.
Where?
What do you...
In the palace. It was
What do you
giant and
mean?
it was dark
Who
and
are you
everything
running
went
from?
black.
Felix?
It was inside the palace and it shot me. It was like sonic. It was sound and it kept following me and everything went dark.
In my palace, this is impossible.
It's this way. It was terrifying. It was enormous. I'd never seen anything like it.
Show us.
I just wanted to wander around and see like the architecture and
It's okay. Show us where it is.
it's behind that door over there.
What was it that you
Behind this
saw?
Here?
Yeah, it was in there. It was it had these antennas and it was like a heart. I kept on hearing a beating heart and these voices in my head. It was just like it was inside that cave.
Felix.
There's nothing. It's empty. What's wrong with this kid?
You sure it was in here?
There's nothing here, buddy.
Are you sure it was like the thing that you...
It went through this door. There was another one on the other side. There were two... Did it teleport?
Slow down, Felix.
It was just like...
You're not making any sense.
Is he losing it?
There was another one. There were...
I hope not.
I swear to God,
There's nothing in here.
I don't know what... It was definitely here. It shot me through the wall.
But how could it be here?
There's nothing here, Felix.
When's the last time you slept?
There were
Buddy,
two.
are you okay?
Are you feeling okay?
That...
Are you sure you saw what you saw?
Zen, I swear I saw them here. I don't know where they went.
Felix, we'll talk about this later.
All right, everyone, let's head back to the fun hall and we can commence with the voting.
Unbelievable.
Felix, man.
Choke or something? What's that?
I don't know.
Maybe the false prince isn't getting enough attention.
Doesn't sound that far off.
I swear.
Take your seat. That's the voting chart. Half as it currently stands, all members must vote in favor. If any member votes against the motion, it will not pass. If the vote does not pass, we begin a deliberation period within the council chamber, and we can either restart the same vote or begin a new one. And the new one will be without those that voted against the original term. Are there any questions?
No questions.
Let us begin. The vote will be taken orally, so please respond with yea or nay. Aveuss,
Yay.
Invictus Felix,
Yay.
RubyKris,
Yay.
Aveuss,
Yay.
ChirpyDragon,
Nay.
Dapper Demeter,
Nay.
Naylorious,
Yay.
Zirzux.
Nay.
So unfortunately, it was not a unanimous vote in the motion. From here, we may discuss on either forming an alliance with those that either voted yay or no. Those that voted nay will have no say in the motion.
See, I don't think it is beyond alliance. Or rather, that an alliance isn't possible, but rather there need to be conditions that need to be met to make it fair, to make it just. Because some of us are clearly not in our right minds.
And what conditions would those be?
Felix isn't put in a position of power. Not one that matters, not with a threat this big.
I would have to second this notion.
So, would you be amenable to joining the alliance if we were to leave the leadership of said alliance to a vote afterwards?
Yes.
And that vote must be unanimous?
Correct.
That can be arranged.
So all those that voted nay on the matter, ChirpyDragon, Dapper Demeter, and Zirzux, is this all something you are willing to get behind?
Yes.
Yes.
So then I would amend my motion to form this alliance just as an alliance with the leadership to be determined by a second vote.
Invictus Felix, is this something that is agreeable to you?
Yes. I agree.
All right. Well, for official matters, we must take the vote again. Aveuss,
Yay.
ChirpyDragon,
Yay.
Dapper Demeter,
Yay.
Invicta Felix,
Yeah.
RubyKris,
Yay.
Aveuss,
Yay.
Zirzux,
Yay.
and Naylorious.
Yay.
Alright, the motion has passed. Everyone with the formation of the Allied Force, which is all of us, consisting of Aveuss, ChirpyDragon, Dapper Demeter, Invicta Felix, RubyKris, Aveuss, Zirzux, Naylorious, and myself, Alex, we shall now form the alliance. However, we will now have to select one to lead this alliance. Do we have any nominations?
I would like to
I'd
nominate
like to nominate Zen.
Jinx.
Agreed.
Well, it's good to see we can start out agreeing on something.
Is anyone opposed to this? Does anyone second this nomination?
I second.
Yes. I
I
second.
second.
All right. So with no opposed and 2 nominations, we have selected a leader for this alliance. So from now on, the alliance is hereby formed, and the Hiraeth Summit is now concluded.
So, what now?
Everyone, as your leader, I advise you to go home and begin preparations with haste. I shall send out a call for us to reconvene soon. This is a trial unlike any we've ever faced before. Some useful items to collect would be wool, eggs, and snowballs. Anything that you can think of that may be of use as a throwable distraction or have a sound muffling effect. Time is not on our side here, so be ready. Now that the Skulk has an opening into the overworld, we don't have long.
Zen, how long do we have approximately?
Unfortunately, Felix, we have no time at all. The Skulk is already here. The Deep Dark is here. We must act now.